Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Now, anyone with half a brain can tell the DOJ and the FBI, they are both lying about the Epstein's file. Now, the question is, why? Most people automatically think it's because Trump is in the list. Oh, they are not releasing it because Trump is in it. Me as a Republican, as a conservative, I have my assumptions. I believe the Epstein's file is way, way bigger than President Trump. And that's why he is not allowed to release it. That's why he cannot release it. And Elon Musk knows that. Elon Musk went on X and said, President Trump is not releasing the Epstein list because he is in it. So now Musk put Trump in a situation, number one, either to release the list, which he is not allowed to, or number two, look guilty AF. So now everyone is looking at President Trump, including myself. Sir, we expected better from you. Why aren't you releasing the list? We thought the all Republican Party is all about accountability. We thought our Republican Party is all about transparency. Why aren't you releasing the list? Now let's use some common sense, guys. If President Trump was in the Epstein list, don't you think the Biden administration would have done everything in their power to put that list out, even in the black market? The Biden administration, one of the most corrupted administrations that ever held office, don't you think they would have done everything they can to make sure the public knows President Trump is in that list? Matter of fact, he is the video. Don't you think Biden would have done that? So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's about Trump. It's way bigger than Trump. Keep in mind, we are talking about this scandal involves some of the most powerful people in the world, including the United Kingdom monarchy. So we are not just talking about the United States. We are not just talking about some rich people in America. No, it is way, way more complicated. But again, we have questions. We have questions and we demand answers. Just because we are Republicans, that doesn't mean we're just gonna close our eyes and just take everything they give us. No, we have questions. Especially after Bondi, which I believe should be fired immediately, especially after she said this.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. Now, we are humans, right? So we all make mistakes sometimes. But, guys, there are mistakes you are not allowed to make. There are mistakes. That's a hard word for me. There are things there's certain things you are not allowed to mess up, especially we are dealing with such sensitive situation, the Epstein's file. The American people have been looking for answers for years. Biden came, he did not release the list. Again, this is President Biden. We have no expectation for a man that was sleeping all 4 years. So there was no expectation for President Biden. But with President Trump, we expected better. And now, while the American people, including many Republicans, are asking questions, President Trump cannot give us answers. And he's pushing to put the scandal away and move on. Not that fast. Let's watch that video.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day.
Come on, guys. Come on. Listen. We want to support you, but we also have to use common sense. Guys, we just watched the video when they specifically asked her about Jeffrey Epstein's file, and she said, I quote, "It is sitting on my desk right now," end quote. So now she's saying she never said that. Anyway, sure. So if that's true, then number one, why is Ghislaine Maxwell still in prison? If what you said is true, there's no list. Why is she in jail? Come on, let's be real. There's certain things we just have to ask questions. The same way we're asking questions about Nancy Pelosi's wealth. The same way we're asking questions about Hillary Clinton, all these emails she deleted, the laptop she burned. We want answers. What was she doing? Right? The same way we're asking questions about President Obama, all these things he's been doing. How did he get so rich so fast? We are asking questions about all these crooked Democrats. If something doesn't make sense, we're going to ask questions. So President Trump cannot simply say, oh, let's move on. No, sir. This is not how it works. The American people have a huge interest to know what has been happening.
The number one trending hashtag right now on X is Epstein. 2 million people have tweeted with the topic of Epstein. Number two is Nicki Minaj at 100,000. Comey's at 42,500. There is a reason why people are asking about this. This is by far, and I'm a supporter. 3 times I voted for this man. This is by far the biggest fumble of the administration they've had thus far. And here's the reason why. If you remember the president winning, he had a conversation with Fox News, the great Rachel Campos Duffy, and she asked, Mr. President, 9/11, yes. John F. Kennedy, yes. Epstein, he didn't say yes. He was a little bit hesitant of bringing that information out. Why? So why does his leadership team go out there and are like, we have this information and we're going to release this and cash? And let me tell you what we have with Pam Bondi out of the state of Florida. She knew everything about Bondi, about Epstein. Why are you fumbling this? Why are you not having an emergency meeting together to conversate and say, hey, we're going to be on the same page with messaging on this. All you have to do is send a message to everybody, say, God, let's have a conference call. Here's what we're going to be saying about this, because this was a very important issue to not 80% of the voters that voted for President Trump, but I think 20% of the voters wanted to know what's going to happen with Epstein, and it's a big letdown. I totally get the big victories. Tariff, $300 billion valuation this year of how much money is going to come from tariffs. Last year, the government only got 80 billion or so. That's like a company increasing their valuation by 4x. Massive victory. The stuff that's going on with, different areas we're winning. What happened with, Iran, the back and forth, the conversations. I think this was the biggest fumble when it came down to Epstein. And the more they answer like that, the more attention you're going to draw to. People are going to ask, why are they so nervous about this? What do you know that the rest of us don't know? If it's just the fact that you want to hold people blackmail, is that the relation between everything? Everyone's read the stories. It's not like we don't know what it is. It's not like the only thing people watch nowadays is Fox. People watch Twitter. People go X. People go CNN. People go ChatGPT. People know what happened with this guy. But my biggest suggestion, let's not have another fumble like the one we just had here, because this was the biggest fumble by the administration.
This scandal literally overshadows almost everything the president has achieved in less than 6 months. Whether we're talking about the U.S. border under control right now, immigration, tariffs, everything President Trump has been doing. But this scandal right here, if President Trump doesn't handle that immediately and give the American people something, I'm afraid that's going to really affect his legacy. And this scandal is not going away, especially not just us Republican or the American people that want answers, but the American people that want answers, but the Democrats, we have midterm election coming up. They're not letting this go. They are not letting this go. And we have Elon Musk that is saying, oh, President Trump is on the list and he wants to use that as some type of fuel to try to do his third political party. Yeah, President Trump is in some real trouble. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have 1,000 of you watching this channel. I appreciate you all for subscribing. Continue to do so. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat. Let me know what you think about the Epstein situation. How do you think Trump should move from here? And of course, I will be responding to all your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.